Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Uh, I think I'm gonna try to redo this episode because I recorded it and then it just kind of went blah. So hopefully it'll be better the second go around. If not, I'll just do another one. Um, First thing before I get into the video is I realized, well, you guys probably seen it by now. My gaming video, I put up two, and I'll be posting the last part of Street Fighter Third Strike tomorrow, and I'm uploading this advice video today. And you guys seem pretty okay with the game, so I realize it's not mirrored, so I probably still won't be doing a series yet of games. I got a couple of games in story mode that I can do. But one subscriber did show interest in me playing online, so I'll probably be playing fighting games online. I'm thinking either Ultra Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Third Strike. I think I could play Persona 4 Arena online and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. I'll probably play that next. Play a couple rounds online and then upload that because I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's a good series that I need to catch up on. But yeah, so I'll be playing online. I have Call of Duty, but I don't really play it. Well, Black Ops 2, I don't really play it, but I'll probably get into that. Now I think about it, I could play Fight Night Round 3. I already started my career in that. But I'm thinking maybe I'll do like a video showing you the games that I have, and then you guys can pick what games you want to see. But for now, it'll just be like fighting games for a little bit. But anyway, the video that the advice that I want to give today, I think, would be let toxic people go, and not everybody is your friend. When I say toxic people, I mean people in your life that since they've been in your life has just been worse because of them. They drain you. It's like you're around them because you feel like you need to be, but you really don't. And toxic people aren't just friends. That could be relationships. I would know if it. I don't want to keep bringing this up because I know it's like beating a dead horse, but I know what it's like to be in a toxic relationship, and it's not good. It can make you feel good in the beginning, but then when like I said before, when it gets bad, and it just drains you, and it just brings out the worst side of you. And the problem we tend to have is that, well, I feel like we tend to have is that it's so easy to let go of someone we need for somebody we feel like we need. And what I mean by that is like the person that's obviously bad in your life, you keep around because you feel like maybe they can be good, or maybe they do things that you feel are good when they're really not. Whereas a person that needs to be in your life is that person that's telling you, hey, you don't need to be with or be around this person because they're obviously a bad influence, or I don't like the way you've become since you've been with them, and you just kind of brush them off like you don't know what you're talking about, and then hopefully you realize it sooner than later. But that's okay. Sorry, I keep looking at different things, but so we realize that sooner or later because I see it in movies is often that I don't want to say it's typically with females, but it's mostly portrayed with females in movies. Is that you have the friend, she dates a guy that she doesn't need to be with. Her best friend says, "Hey, you don't need to be with this guy." The friend's like, "You don't know what you're talking about," and the guy treats her like crap. And eventually they get back together, and she's like, "See, I told you." But it can happen with all of us, regardless of gender, because we do it too often. Whether it be that friend or that partner, I feel like most of us can relate to having somebody that we know that we end up knowing we shouldn't have been around, and we might lose friends because of it. So that's why I say let toxic people go, because they ruin relationships. And whether it's with that relationship you're in with them or a relationship you have with other people. And even if you're not with them, they'll still try to ruin such relationships that you have with people. Because there was this quote that I saw, and it said that when you finally let, well, this is kind of a summary, when you finally let a toxic person go and they realize they have no control of you, they'll try to control how other people perceive you. And in some cases, it kind of worked. And I don't have many friends now. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys know. I think I might have talked about this, or it might have been in my failed video. But I don't have many friends now, and that's because a lot of perceptions changed. One friend that I had, she almost didn't even hear me out about something that certain toxic person said, because I don't even know, and I knew her before said toxic person, but toxic people have a way of getting in other people's heads when they want to. And even though we sorted it out, and there was like other people that would come to me about things, she said this and that, and eventually it's just like, when you can see what type of person somebody is, you're not really surprised by anything they do. And it got to a point where, like, that's just the type of person you are, and you have to realize this before it gets damaging, because there's a lot of emotions that I went through dealing with this person, mostly rage. Like, I've never been more angry than I was with this person on multiple occasions. At one point I even thought about murder, and if somebody drives you to the point of murder, I mean, I wasn't trying to murder her, but it was still when I was trying to be in a relationship with said person, and I thought about somebody that might have hindered that. But if somebody brings out these type of emotions in you, you may think, oh, you're just in love, but I don't think love should make you want to murder somebody. Yeah, it makes you want to be with somebody and not necessarily stop what not necessarily what was I even yeah, it makes you want to be with that person and prevent other people from ruining it. But I don't think you would be driven to the point of murder. Like, I never felt like such a loss of humanity in that moment. And like I said before, there are many red flags, but you don't really see anything when you're in the situation. You have to take yourself out of it. And think about it from somebody else's perspective, or ask other people about certain things. How would you feel about this if I was somebody else looking in on this relationship or this friendship? Would I be happy with it? Does it seem like normal things? Like, should I feel this way or should I act this way because of them? And you just have to do that to figure it out, because this goes in with not everybody is your friend. And I guess kind of you can't really trust everybody, because it's too often. I keep looking around. I'm looking outside, looking at plugs and looking at games I could be playing. Sorry. But in the friend aspect, these toxic people will try to get you to do things that you honestly would never do. And I mean, some friends feel like you might need to do certain things, and it's just them being friends. But when they like try to pressure you into doing it, that's kind of when I feel like they're not being friends. Because peer pressure, I mean, I never dealt with it, because I think all my life the only reason I would change for other people was because I felt like I needed to change for other people, but not because if somebody said, hey, you need to do this. It was all on me. And even now, since I built up a stronger identity of myself, it's definitely not gonna work. People try to peer pressure me a lot to do things. I feel like I might have talked about this in my stop conforming video. I don't remember, but if I did, I'm sorry, I'm rehashing it. But peer pressure doesn't work on me, and I feel like we have to get to that point where peer pressure doesn't work, because peer pressure is not a good thing to fall into when it's negative. I mean, it's a good thing if whatever somebody's trying to get you to do makes you better, but like how in my conforming video I say it's too often we want to do things just because it's popular. If you're just trying to do it because other people are doing it and it seems popular, I thought it was raining, then don't do it, and don't feel like you have to do it. And I know the quality is getting bad because it's pretty cloudy outside, so sunlight isn't really reflected that well in here. That's kind of why I'm looking outside, seeing light, but the blinds all the way open, so can't do much about it. But yeah, not everybody is your friend, and you can't trust anybody. I talked about the friend aspect. You can't trust everybody because you don't really know everybody's intention. Like, to this day, I don't have two really good friends that I still talk to since middle school, and that's because they never switched up on me. Now, I have a couple of friends that I can talk to every now and then, but we're not as close as either we should be, or we're not as close as we could be. And that's fine with that, because it's like, we can talk and not expect much of each other. Whereas my good friends, we can have good conversations and not expect much of each other. And in most cases, if you don't really know somebody, you can't really say that you trust them. Like, for me, now I have to build up a certain amount of trust. Like, definitely in relationships, because my quickest relationship was 2 weeks. Didn't even really know the girl. Don't even know I dated her to this day. And the longest it took me to date was 3 months, and that's not good either, because you have to figure out somebody in every part of aspect before you try to be friends or try to date them, because when that other side of them comes out, you're gonna be surprised unless you already knew and you still stuck around for it. So you have to figure people out, see how they react to other people, and that's how I understand people, seeing how they feel about certain situations, and if I agree with how they feel. If not, then I can understand that maybe we don't need to be friends. So we have to figure people out, and I think that's the easiest way to figure someone out, is see how they react and handle other situations that you may have been in, or you may feel a certain way about. See how you feel stacks up with how they feel. And if it doesn't, then you might, unless it's like good disagreeable, like, say, well, I don't really have an example, but like, you don't feel that it's that bad for somebody to do something, but they feel like, think of the consequences, something positive. If it's like you don't feel like it's that bad, and they're like, oh, they this, and this because they did this, then kind of stay away from that person, or at least see if you can figure out why they feel that way. And I think that's probably why I don't have many friends now. I haven't really figured out a lot of people, but I think the good thing about me being the way I am is that I like to figure people out. That's why whoever I'm friends with, whoever I may end up dating in the future, I can really appreciate who they are as a person. Because it's like, I know these things about you that I probably either agree with or don't agree with, but it's fine that I don't agree with it. It gives me a different point of view to look at. This kind of went, well, I guess it made sense, and it went better than my other video. Definitely longer than my other video. But I hope you guys got something out of this. Like I always say, like, comment, subscribe, comment how you feel about it. When I figure out polls, I'll try to do them, because I see it a lot in YouTuber videos. But anyway, that's it. I'll upload this today. Like I said, last part of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is gonna go up Saturday. Last advice video probably be Monday, unless I make another one. Then I'll start playing some fighting games online throughout the next couple of weeks. I'm out.